Everyone, 3 Alvaring, this brand new movie dropped on Netflix called Trigger Warning. And when I saw this movie was coming on Netflix starring Jessica Alba, I was really excited to see personally because I really like Jessica Alba as a person, as an actress. You know, she's really very beautiful actress. So I like watching her on screen. And in this movie, she tried her best. Unfortunately, this movie is like, people can say whatever about this movie, but biggest crime for this movie, I would say personally, this movie is so boring. I was like, oh my god, this is so boring. Nothing is happening on screen. I was like, really, how anybody like directing this movie? And this movie's director is actually, it's first time her directing big Hollywood movie, and it's supposed to be action movie, and this movie had so much potential. That is why I felt so sad watching it. I was like, what is going on? Why is this movie so boring? Of course, in this movie, you see Jessica Alba. She plays this like she used to be this special off commander, and when she calls back into her small town she grew up, like sudden of her father dead in this movie, and the reason for her father to be dead, he was crushed by these mines. And this whole movie, man, really, this movie talks about he was working in these mines. Never really shows you all this thing. This movie keep talking as the audience. You are like, stop talking, show me some stuff. And she just talks to this guy she knew, and the minute you meet the center villain for this movie, the minute you meet him, you are like, that's the bad guy, you know. The minute she goes to this small town, you know, this cop is coming to her trying to make her father death as a suicide. The minute he was trying to do, I was like, this is the bad guy, isn't he? Like, why is he pressing her to believe that? So this movie does have some unbelievable scene, like she start investigate all these people who might be involved in her father death, and the way she start investigating this movie, you are like, why you are just investigating like that? Why you are not calling the government you work for? Like, why you are not calling anybody you work with, you know? Like, you've been to this special officer, like, I mean, I get it, she's CIA. End of this movie, she says, but she should be calling someone, right? All these things are happening in this small town where we find out mayor is involved and other people are involved. Like, why is she not calling this in? So many times I had this question. That being said, Jessica Alba, she did looks amazing in this movie because she always does. This movie does have some dialogues. I was like, Netflix asked them to put in this movie. Obviously, these are really cringe dialogue, and especially the minute you meet this mayor, you know, who is this middle-aged, you know, and you're like, he's just saying some cringy stuff in this movie. Very predictable Hollywood movie, you know. And also, I think Netflix demanded, you know, so we remember that Jessica Alba, she is this Latina, and the population is 20% of her. So that's, this movie is trying to remind us. I was like, why can't we just watch her? She's such a, like, she's still very attractive actress on screen. I thought she did try her best. Unfortunately, the script is bad, the direction is bad, the editing is bad. There's nothing exciting about this movie. Like, everything overall, this movie is just like whatever people say. I will say, end of the day, it's just so boring. It's not exciting. The sad thing is, it had a lot of potential. Unfortunately, this movie was really boring for me. So many like unbelievable scene, but at the end of the day, it was just boring, honestly. And that was my thought on this. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this movie? If you enjoyed my this review, don't watch other reviews on other movie. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time. Bye.